Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and today we've got another brick haul, this time from Lego Bricks and Pieces. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of the paperwork, and we have got one large bag. I think I'll tip all this out at once. Head trying to roll away. A few more, there we go. Great. What a good selection. First thing I've seen immediately is this new bike frame for, I guess it's a trike, isn't it? Where you've got either a coffee stand on front or an ice cream stand on front, and the bike bit is pushing it from behind. So I thought I'd use this as a exercise bike and use it in a gym. It will take some playing around to get right. It'll need some handlebars on there and so on. But the fact that it's got this front stand at the front will make it static, of course. And then I can also maybe clip on to this bar piece some sort of computer terminal or something, or maybe I'll have that on the handlebars as well, so the user can, properly use it as an exercise bike. So that's good. I can also see very similarly to normal bike frames. These are black, obviously. I haven't got these with wheels because, as I said, I've got loads of red bikes already and far too many to use really. So I can use the wheels from them on here because the wheels are quite expensive. But black bike frames are new, so I don't have any. So I wanted two of those. That's good. You can also see four of these bright green modified plates. Well, they're Technic plates technically. No pun intended. 2x8s. I'm going to use these to help me motorize some rides. Got lots of torsos. So there's the new sailboat torso. Now I've got lots of the old one, and it's very similar to the old one, but it's got a slightly different colouring and pattern on there. And this was part of the recent minifigure pack. Now, virtually all the other parts in that minifigure pack I already had, but it was just this one I didn't. So I'm really happy to get just this one, and that it's available on Bricks and Pieces. A dark blue trans lolly piece. So we've had the light trans blue, which came with the Yeti minifigure, and that had a light trans blue one, and also we've got lots of trans neon yellow ones before, but that's new. I think I've got a couple of those. Yep, there's another one. So those are the pieces that I needed from that set. Also got a brand new baby turtle piece, just to use around my bay area. What else have we got? This is a nice torso from the recent fire set. I don't need any more fire engines or even firemen, but I like this jacket with a nice fire badge on, fire logo on the back. So I'm really using this order to get a lot of specialist pieces that are involved in sets that I don't want to buy. So that was one, and the head that came from that set was this one. Also new, green glasses. Two faces, sort of wry grin and a happy smile. So another set that I didn't want to buy but had a few good pieces was the space people set. I'm going to get some of the space sets, but basically I don't need another 14-15 men, so I just ordered the ones that I did need, and I've got some of these clean room guys or gals, and they've got this sort of clean suit that zip up so they don't bring any contaminants into an area, and they've got their dark blue gloves and this mask with red goggles, and a mouth breathing mask. So I've got 2 of those, so you can see there's the pieces to the other one there. So that's good. And the other person I quite like from the space sets, that I wasn't necessarily going to get elsewhere, was this body with an ID badge on the front and this nice sort of orange striping on both the body and the legs. The print's a little bit off on those legs, isn't it? Bit wonky, but nonetheless. And some goggled heads. So I got 1 female goggled head to go with that one, and that's the one that also has a dirty face on the other side when she's done some dirty work and taken off the goggles. Good thing she was wearing those. And there is another one, also with legs. There we go. And that is also a female one. So I think I was going to use that as the female one. I think I was going to use this dirty head somewhere else. That's right. So there should be a male face with goggles. Oh, it's a lucky grab. Like that. So I'll give these people hair later, but I thought those 2 could pretty much work together on anything really, either in a space setting or not. So they're very good as well. And the other thing I got from those sets were some more of these really interesting geode pieces. So we've got the dark bluish grey with the green interior, and this what is it, dark tan with this magenta interior. So I think I've got a couple of those each. The third one is a medium dark flesh colour, I think, with a different coloured rock, and that comes in the space station set, but I'm definitely going to get that, so we'll get those later. Speaking of that set, this is one of the hatch pieces from a lot of the new space sets that join things together. I wanted 1 more for something I want to do. I won't tell you exactly what yet, don't want to spoil that video. What else do we have? Lots of hair pieces. So there's a big, I think that's a Hermione hair piece. Very nice. Let's try that out on this lady. Fantastic. Look at that. Like you just stepped out of a salon. Fantastic. And here's another, either Harry Potter, I think that's a Harry Potter hairpiece, this one. Let's see what that looks like. Oh wow. I mean, with these hair pieces, I'm almost going to have to make a ladies' hair salon, aren't I? It's fantastic. Got a bowler hat. Lots of different hair. I've got sort of Luke Skywalker hair in dark tan. Is that Mr. Incredible's hair? A couple more Luke hair, but in flesh colour. Got a couple of strawberry tart pieces. I've got some of these plates are for some amendments to another set, which I'll be doing in a video soon, so I won't spoil that either. Got a couple of the torsos from the Stranger Things sets. Now I've only bought the ones where there's no skin tone showing, because I can easily change these skin coloured hands for yellow hands, and I don't really like the skin tones. So that is actually a white t-shirt underneath all that, or at least such. A light printed skin tone that it looks white. I think that's white. And that one has no skin on the torso at all. So those ones I can use. The other ones all seem to have some skin tone, so I didn't really want that, being a bit of a perfectionist. Now the other thing that was available was clutch powers. There's his torso and head. I may have the rest of his pieces here, but I can't immediately see them. But those are the really hard to get ones, and I didn't want to have to get that Ninjago minifigures set just for him, since I wouldn't be able to use the other figures in that set. So I'm really glad to have those. And he's got the other side of his face there, and that nice CP Clutch Powers logo on his back. Very good. What else have we got? I got another face paint head. That's from the minifigures at the fairground set. I haven't got that set yet, but I know that I will be getting it. And when I do, I want more than one kid to have a painted face. So that's in advance of that. There's a second one of the head with the green glasses. It's very easy to use multiple times. Nice smiling beard face. A lady's face with dirt on. That must be from a garage. Which reminds me, I got this from a juniors set. There's the trousers. So this is another set that I didn't want to buy, but had a couple of pieces. So it's sort of mechanic. He's got dirt on his trousers and a patch and a belt and dungarees on and pens in the pocket. Yellow skin tone, dark tan gloves. I really like him. Quite a few of these inverted tile pieces in white. There you go with that project. Quite a few printed tiles. First Lego League Junior. That'll just be an advert somewhere. Mission Moon. That's from another educational set, I think. That'll be an advert somewhere. I got a Technic ball piece in silver. I thought that could be a pearl in a large clamshell. I've got a 2x2 round piece with a swirl on. I'm thinking of putting that on a fairground ride, and then when the fairground ride goes round, so will the spiral. So that'll be fun. I got some solar panel pieces. These are the printed ones. A lot of the new space sets have stickered solar panel pieces, but these are the 1x4 printed ones. So I've got 4 of those hopefully. Yep, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do a little build with those that I've got within just the pieces of this set. Ah, there we go. Clutch powers in the house. Awesome. So somebody can be wearing sunglasses on their head, possibly around the beach. I think that still looks good. So I'll be able to do that. I bought a friend's dog. I wasn't too sure about this, but I really like dogs. I'm a dog person, and this one looked pretty cool. This is a white hat for a female space engineer with the hair, and then I've probably got one without the hair for the male one. There it is. Excellent. These are Woody's legs, Woody from Toy Story, one of the few licensed parts that you can get separately. So that's good. It could be anyone with some leather boots on, I suppose, or whatever. Ah, black utility belt. We've had a lot of yellow ones with Batmans over the years. There's a brown one, which would come with this guy, but it wasn't for sale separately, but a black one is. So I'm sure we'll be able to use that somewhere. And a couple of printed tiles. These are strange that they're tan, but then printed white on the top, which is odd. And they've got what looks like spaghetti and meatballs. So I'll be able to use those in my Italian restaurant, which I think we'll be seeing before too long. And then I wasn't sure about this, but I guess it represents a tablet. So somebody will be able to have that. It's quite expensive. That's the reason why I was thinking twice about it. And the mini build I was talking about was a space satellite from the set 60228. And basically I wanted the satellite from that set, but nothing else. So I bought the pieces to make it, basically. So I'm going to do that very quickly. It's very clever because it uses the magnifying glass piece as the lens for the satellite, because it's obviously a space camera, which I just really like the idea of. So when you have finished it and you actually look through the aperture of the satellite, you can actually see that there's a lens in there. So I thought that was really special. So that's why I wanted that. And when I do my space sets, they can have this satellite either nearby or just somewhere else above my city. Because the way I do space, or represent space in my city, is by sticking things right to the ceiling. And that differentiates them from aircraft, because the aircraft are hanging from the ceiling, and depending on how high they are is how high they are over my city. But if they're stuck to the ceiling, then they're right flying high in orbit, basically. So there's a lot of these dark blue colours and a lot of these warm gold pieces in this build. It's this sort of, you see already through there, there's the lens of the magnifying glass, which I think is really clever. Fantastic. So then we need our side arms for this. So it's got solar panels for power. It's got these black T-pieces, which originally were pneumatic pieces, I think, but they're used for all sorts now. They're very useful. They're so useful, in fact, I bought a couple more in grey just to use maybe for those sort of bollard things that you have near quaysides where you can tie a ship to. I forget the proper name for them. And then we've got, what have we got? Solar panels on here. So one of those, one of those. Now these panels are slightly different because the ones that come in the set are stickered pieces. And obviously you can't buy stickered pieces from Bricks and Pieces. So what I've done is copied the design from the satellite, which is a poly bag at the moment that comes free in store with all purchasers, I believe, but I don't live anywhere near a Lego store, sadly, in Nottingham, so I'll have to do without. I could have bought one, but I thought I'd get the best of both worlds by getting a satellite that looks like that one, but also has got that lens and looks like this one. Well, check that out. I'm fantastically happy about that one. What a fantastic satellite. Or maybe it's that way up. What do you think? Either way, these are very angleable, if that's a word. Look at that. So I can stick that to my ceiling and have that either looking down as a spy satellite or looking into the heavens above at some distant galaxy. Brilliant. So another thing actually I've just remembered I bought all these pieces for as part of this order was the robot from another space set, 60229. Now that's another launch set that I don't think I'll be buying, but I really like the robot and I just wanted to build one of those. And I just thought he looked Like he had a lot of character and he was quite good fun. I also thought he looked quite realistic because I think there's robots that look not too far from this in the world today. So I might try and find a picture to show that. So there's another mini build as part of this brick haul. Fantastic! Well, that was a really good haul. And better still because it saved me buying about 4 different sets just for the pieces I wanted. And even mini builds like this wonderful satellite that I really like, and this fantastic robot, and even a clutch powers. That's really awesome. As always, thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, I think we'll use some of these space orientated pieces for a big space build. So stay tuned. See you!